Hi, I'm Christine Pilch with Grow My Company. Lately I've been noticing an increase in the number of my social media connections who are using the geo-tracking services like Foursquare, and they're stamping their location on their tweets. These things are fun. Oftentimes they're constructed as games. For instance, on Foursquare you can become the mayor of the Dunkin' Donuts where you get your morning coffee, things like that. However, there's a pretty significant privacy concern that I don't think many people consider when they sign up and engage in these social media games. So let's talk a little bit about that. Personally, I've decided to not engage in any of these geo-tracking services. I don't want anyone to know where I am at any given period. I don't want people to know that my home is vacant so that it's an invitation to come rob me. I don't want to be stalked. As a woman, I have some unique privacy concerns that I think a lot of men don't necessarily share. So think about what you're doing when you invite this kind of personal intrusion into your privacy. You're letting people know where you are at any given time of any given day. And that may be fun. It might be a boost to your ego. It's tempting when you're in an airport heading off to some exotic location to talk about that. It's tempting to, when you're over in Europe or in the Caribbean, to talk about your vacation and say where you are. You can proudly say that. From a professional standpoint especially, it's tempting for me when I travel somewhere and speak to talk about where I am. It adds credibility to me, and I think it boosts my notoriety in the social media sphere. However, as a woman, I'm concerned about people knowing where I am. And I think all women everywhere should be considering this. Also, I don't necessarily want people to know that my home is vacant. I have security in place and my home. When I travel, I typically have someone staying there. However, I just don't think it's smart for me to publicly tweet and put on Facebook that I'm not there. There's actually a website, pleaserobme.com, and it's dedicated to raising awareness about these kinds of things. It's very critical of these geo-tracking websites, and it expresses the danger and the significance and importance of privacy. I'm also a little concerned about what is going to eventually happen with all of this information that these databases are collecting about people's whereabouts. Everybody, every website is in business to make money. So what are they doing with this information that they're compiling about you that you're voluntarily handing over to them? If all of a sudden the Obama administration mandated that we have to tell them where we are at any given time, the privacy concerns and all the privacy advocates would be up in arms, and I don't think that many people would be very happy about this breach of privacy. But people are voluntarily using these services to turn over this information. How will it be used? Well, it could be used by marketers and advertisers to push products at you. When people know where you eat your breakfast, where you do your grocery shopping, where you go to church, where you work, where you vacation, they can develop patterns. And I just don't like the potential of that security breach and the privacy that is voluntarily being turned over by people. You know, this is just me, this is my opinion, and you should do what's right for you. But I just urge you, before you start stamping your location on all your tweets and engaging in the new forthcoming Facebook geo-tracking service, where I assume there's not been a lot written about it yet, but I assume that they will give you the ability to stamp your location on your status updates. And I sure hope that that's opt-in, but with Facebook's track record, it will probably be opt-out. Just think about what you're doing. Guard your privacy, hold it sacred, and just carefully consider the information that you're voluntarily handing over. Thanks. I'm Christine Pilch with Grow My Company, and I'm here to help you grow your company.